at the Royal Rumble, I really think the right person won. A lot of people might not agree with that, but I really think that Cody Rhodes winning that match was the right decision. Both Cody Rhodes and CM Punk both had a story that they was fighting for. Both had a reason as to why they wanted to win, and Cody ended up winning, and I really think that that was the best thing that they could have done out of that situation. The first reason why I think that is because Punk could get to Seth Rollins a different way. There's a different way that he could get to Seth Rollins without winning the Royal Rumble. He could go through the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is next month, and they could do an actual Elimination Chamber match, and the winner of that face Seth Rollins. Or they could have like a match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, and the winner of that face Seth Rollins. There's a lot of different options they can do at Elimination Chamber, where the winner of that could go against Seth at WrestleMania, and that person could be Punk. Punk could probably win the match and go against Seth at WrestleMania. So reason number one as to why I think the right person won is because Punk could get to Seth a totally different way. So that's number one. Now let's talk about the second reason. And the second reason is because they gotta build up the person that's going against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, right? He is on a different level than everybody else. That's the easiest way I could describe it. And in order for the person who going against him, in order for the person who possibly gonna win the title from him, in order for that person to be looked at as credible and believable, they gotta be seen on that level as Roman Reigns. If not on the same level, at least close to it, or even above that level that Roman is on. So how do you do that? How do you make a person believable enough to be able to be on that level as Roman is right now? Well, you gotta build them up by making them look dominant. That's what they've been doing with Cody. Cody, since he came back, he won so many different matches. He only been pinned, I think, like once or maybe twice. I think once though. He won so many matches. He won the Royal Rumble last year. He won the Royal Rumble again this year. They just trying to build him up. He the person that they want Roman to go against. So they got to build him up to make him look credible. They got to build him up to make it look like he have the chance to win against Roman. And if he do win against Roman, then people won't look at it in a negative way because he believable enough to do it. So that's the second reason. The second reason is because they got to build the person who going against Roman up. Now let's talk about the third reason. And the third reason is because they love history. WWE, just look back at the last year. Royal Rumble last year, you had Gunther go crazy in the Royal Rumble. You had Rhea break a record in the Royal Rumble. You had Bianca Belair become the longest woman champion of the modern era. You got Roman hitting over 1,000+ days as champion. Gunther, IC title reign, the longest IC title reign of all time. Just a lot of different historic things happening. That just showed that WWE love history, and the history that got made at the Royal Rumble is Cody Rhodes winning back-to-back Royal Rumbles. That's the first time it happened in over 20 years. So you know WWE love its history. So having Cody Rhodes do that, having Cody Rhodes win back-to-back Royal Rumble matches, it made sense because WWE love history. I got two more reasons, so let's get into my fourth one. I feel as if CM Punk was to win it, I wouldn't say people were going to turn on him, but I do think that there were going to be some people who were going to look down on it in a way, because it might have seemed like he got it handed to him. If you look at Punk, right? Punk came back in November. Since he came back in November, all Punk been doing is cutting promos. That's it. He haven't been wrestling. He haven't been feuding. He haven't been nothing. He just been cutting promos since he made his return, right? So now his first televised match back, that's the first match back. He come in the Royal Rumble late and he win the Royal Rumble. Like, he been away from WWE for almost 10 years. He didn't have a single match, not one match, no nothing. He just go in the Royal Rumble and he win the Royal Rumble, and then he go in the main event WrestleMania. It seemed like he ain't really earned it. It just seemed like it just being given to him, and that's not what Punk character is. At least not from my perspective. I don't see Punk character as a person who just kind of take handouts and who just be given something and leave it at that. I don't think so, man. Punk character is a little different. Do it his own way and just do things differently than just taking a handout. So I think that if Punk was to win the Royal Rumble, people would have looked down on it in a way. That's my fourth reason as to why I think Cody winning was the right decision. And before anybody try to compare what Cody did when he made his return to what Punk did, I feel like there's a big difference. With Cody, he came back, he had a feud with Seth Rollins, he had matches and stuff like that before winning that Royal Rumble. Punk, he just came back, been cutting promos, and his first match back was the Royal Rumble. His first televised match back was the Royal Rumble, and if he would have won it, I think people would look down on it. Yeah, so that's my fourth reason as to why I think Punk not winning was the right decision and why Cody winning was the right decision. Now let's get to my final reason. And my final reason is because it stopped the idea of predictability, right? Cody Rhodes winning, it kind of stops the idea of predictability, because I'm pretty sure everybody going into the Royal Rumble thought that the person winning was Punk so he could go against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. A lot of people wanted that to happen, and a lot of people was thinking that was going to happen. Of course, there were people who thought that Cody Rhodes was going to win, but I feel like the majority of people who was just watching the pay-per-view or thinking about the pay-per-view, they most likely thought that Punk was going to be the person to win. So if you have Cody Rhodes win instead of Punk, that stopped the predictability. Predictability is one of the things that so many people complain about. They watch it and be like, oh, we already knew this was going to happen. It's too predictable. They be complaining about predictability. So having Cody Rhodes win, I feel like that's a little less predictable than CM Punk winning. So yeah, man, those are some reasons why I think Cody Rhodes winning was the right decision. The right person won at the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if I'm tripping or not. Let me know if am I reaching with my reasonings. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it all in the comments. And yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have any type of video suggestions, leave it in the comments. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys check out the description also. The description got my Discord, it got my Instagram and my TikTok. All that is in the description. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace.